Stickman lives in the family tree with his stick lady Love and their stick children 3. One day he wakes early and goes for a jog. Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the dog. A stick, barks the dog, an excellent stick, the right kind of stick for my favourite trick. I'll fetch it and drop it and fetch it again, and then I'll drop it and fetch it and drop it again.
I've lost my mum. Hush, little monkey, don't you cry. I'll help you find her, said Butterfly. Let's have a think. How big is she? She's big, said the monkey, bigger than me. Bigger than you? Then I've seen your mum. Come, little monkey, come, come, come. No, 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 that's an elephant. My mum isn't a great grey hunk. She hasn't got tusks or a curly trunk. She doesn't have great thick baggy knees. And anyway, her tail coils round trees.
Then toads and beetles, bees and bugs, brother snails and sister slugs, uncle ant and earwig ant, clap and cheer and chant this chant. Superworm is super long, superworm is super strong. Watch him wriggle, see him squirm. Hip hip hooray for Superworm!
In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One sunny morning, the egg hatched and pop! Out of the egg came a very hungry caterpillar. He began to go off and search for some food.
A man appeared on the corner the cat had been watching, appeared so suddenly and silently you'd have thought he'd just popped out of the ground. The cat's tail twitched and his eyes narrowed. Nothing like this man had ever been seen in Privet Drive. He was tall, thin and very old, judging by the silver of his hair and beard, which were both long enough to tuck into his belt. He was wearing long robes, a purple cloak which swept the ground, and high-heeled buckled boots. His bright blue eyes were light, bright and sparkling behind half-moon spectacles, and his nose was very long and crooked, as though it had been broken at least twice. This man's name was Albus Dumbledore.
Once there was a little girl called Sophie, and she was having tea with her mummy in the kitchen. Suddenly there was a ring on the door. I wonder who that can be. It can't be the milkman, because he came this morning. And it can't be the boy from the grocer's, because this isn't the day he comes. And it can't be Daddy, because he's got his key. We'd better open the door and see. Sophie opened the door, and there was a big, furry, stripy tiger. Excuse me, but I'm very hungry. Do you think I could have tea with you? Of course, come in. So the tiger came into the kitchen and sat down at the table. Would you like a sandwich? Yum! The tiger didn't take just one sandwich. He took all the sandwiches on the plate and swallowed them in one big mouthful. And he still looked hungry.
In a swamp beside the river, where the land was thick with veg, lived a herd of duck-billed dinosaurs who roamed the water's edge. And they hooted, "Up with rivers!" And they hooted, "Up with reeds!" And they hooted, "Up with bellyfuls of juicy water weeds!" Now across the rushy river, on a hill the other side, lived a mean Tyrannosaurus with his grim and grisly bride. And they shouted, "Up with hunting!" And they shouted, "Up with war!" And they shouted, "Up with bellyfuls of duck-billed dinosaurs!"